Wait for more from the wing. What's up, K-Town？ 神队友，大家好，我是罐头。在我旁边的是迫不及待跟各位神队友见面，球场气氛制造机 Pony， 以及球场放歌有口碑最懂海神 Rival All Star DJ 弟弟。季后赛口号 For the Win， 不只代表很伟大，将会成功，也要传递海神万浪一息的拼战精神。所有神队友就是海神最强的后盾巨浪，让我们一起守护主场，为高雄全家海神护航。神队友，你们的尖叫声在哪里？ OK， 待会比赛的时候，需要全场的神队友给我高雄的噪音。那别忘了，我们季后赛新登场的应援号角，就是我们 Bonnie 手上的这一个了啊！待会记得拿起来。还有呢，只要你符合我们季后赛的 dress code， 就是穿着白色上衣，或是购买季后赛预售票的神队友，又或者你有跟我们的 Wait for more 应援墙季后赛主视觉 拍照打卡的神队友都可以到我们号角响起的摊位去兑换华达喉糖应援号角一个。OK， 神队友季后赛首轮第4战 ，Wait for more for the win，Let's go Aquas！ 接下来，请神队友双手借给我，也请唱到名的贵宾和现场神队友挥手致意。首先，第1位贵宾，金竹建设洪瑞堂总经理，正宗排骨饭王瑞祥总经理。 城祥宝金黄义刚董事长，九泰集团沈慧成董事长，可立会投资陈玉贤董事长，高雄巨蛋李正妮总经理。 再次掌声欢迎所有与会贵宾。接下来，高雄最强，海神最辣，神队友 ，Make some noise for Aquas， 神队友来点尖叫声！
Kisses Say I wanna go there, they don't wanna leave. Make another promise that I can't keep. I don't ever know what I want, but that's what you want. If you're down with it, don't blame me. Making it all before it starts, making it all up in my head. I just overshare about things I never meant. I'm a wild ride that never stops. I'm a hard case that can't unlock. And I say I can't lie, just not enough. Let's just say it is what it is and was what it was. Kisses to my exes who don't give a shit about me. Kisses to the next ones who think they can live without me. Makeup going back up and they swear they never call me. I still keep the number in the necklace. Kisses to my exes. I'm sorry that you love me. Change my mind up like a origami. Oh, I'm sorry that you love me. Change my mind up like a origami. Kisses to my exes. I know that I did you dirty, little messed up, little selfish. We ain't married out in 30. Yeah, we hooked up, then we broke up, and I said you really hurt me. But I still got your number and your necklace. Kisses to my exes.
再次感谢 Aquas 带来的精彩表演。2025年6月6日星期五，高雄全家海神出战福尔摩沙梦想家，为各位介绍福尔摩沙梦想家。
要知道伤心总是难免的，在每一个梦醒时分。
为各位介绍福尔摩沙梦想家球员 ：Number 1陈振杰 ，Number 7龙茶 ，Number 9吴家俊 ，Number 21简浩 ，Number 24辛沃克 ，Number 27史成平 ，Number 28卢冠良 ，Number 41蒋玉安 ，Number 88周柏成。先发5人 ：Number 2马建豪 ，Number 3张宗宪 ，Number 11林俊吉 ，Number 34高波凯。Number 35胡尔曼，福尔摩沙梦想家教练团总教练皮尔曼，助理教练陈世念，助理教练赖柏林，球员发展总监田磊，领队陈立忠，总经理韩俊凯，欢迎福尔摩沙梦想家。各位神队友 ，Back for more for the win， 请看大荧幕。高雄 ，Are you ready? This is my house. This is our town. Pay for more, for the win, for your sporting. 最大的尖叫声，欢迎高雄全家海神队。Number 0， 急停变向，全速切入。港都快艇魏良哲 ，Number 7， 年度最佳第6人，选手手阿雅于宽雅 ，Number 11， 全场魅力所向披靡，高雄之子董维基。Number 21， 敢拼敢打，适时发挥，全方位强人吕伟霆。Number 22， 释放能量，炸裂全场，禁区轰炸机 Anthony Morris。Number 28， 冠军经验，安定之心。高雄队长于承安 ，Number 57， 神出鬼没，火力全开，阿美刺客吴小吉 ，Number 66， 身怀绝技，控场666，后场游侠郑怀安。Number 85， 无惧对抗，内线超扛， 港都台客齐明庆。紧接着为你介绍先发5人 Starting Five， 神队友 Make some noise！ Number 3， 一箭失猎防线，港都射箭 Number 24， 拼尽无止境，最佳进步奖雷耀树苏文龙。Number 34， 全面包围港都必胜，禁区魔兽 Kaohsiung。Number 8， 空中挺腰战神飞，小熊万。 邱子轩 ，Number 10， 攻防超扛，霸气称王，海龙王吴龙豹，以及高雄全家海神教练团总教练马皮奥必士，助理教练朱永宏，助理教练彭德轩，篮球事务顾问及助理教练廖哲义，领队侯佳琪，执行长林伟成。 请组合的球员到场中央互相握手，展现友谊。工作人员请开启场灯，双方球员进行最后热身。慎重介绍今天的执法裁判老师。
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fans, wherever you are, however you're tuning in, you're watching TPBL Playoffs. K-Town is alive this Friday night for Game 4 of the Group B Series for Formosa Dreamers, and the Kaohsiung Aquas tip off very shortly. My name is Taylor Chen, the voice in your ear and speakers tonight, bringing you another English broadcast presented by AXN and Asia's leading entertainment hub, KC Global Media. Breaking grounds this year with another category of sports to the greater Asia region. Hopefully more to come in the future with this partnership with these media giants. We're going to have an exciting game coming up with the Formosa Dreamers. Their backs are against the wall. Both series are 3-0. Mars are still on a mission for a win against the Kings, just as the Dreamers are in Group B tonight. While playoffs past has shown no comebacks from a 0-3 record, let alone a 0-2 in a best-of-5 series, Dreamers can still very much carve out history in a comeback. But we'll let the chips fall as they may, as we'll recount some numbers or specifically some stats from past games. And specifically, we got multiple Aquas players leading single stats amongst the 4 teams in playoffs. Caleb Weston controlling the boards Wednesday with 18 rebounds, 4 blocks, and picking pockets with 6 steals in the semifinals, while Allen and Kevin got the strokes in their playoff prowess. Kevin, who nicknamed Dragon Cat, is now Dragon King from the perimeter. From the playoffs past, shooting averages 36 from the perimeter. This playoff so far, he is hitting 56% of those shots. That's an incredible feat. And so far, he is the leading perimeter shooter amongst all 4 teams. As we take a look at a couple of highlights from the last 3 games, the series is really indicative of what you see isn't always what you're going to get. While the Dreamers, they log in 96 points per game in the season, 98 against the Aquas. It's taken a significant dip thanks to the Aquas' defense. Now, granted, Dreamers, they have scored lower or averaged lower in the playoffs. However, the Aquas' pressure on defense is really showing them out. Again, this is their first time playing against each other in the playoffs, as they played in separate leagues last season. Now, on the Dreamers side, we're taking a look at their shooting percentages. While their points average has dipped, so has their perimeter shooting. Now, despite Reven Ma and Aji taking the charge, now they've been the leading scorers, local players-wise, on the Dreamers, but they've really lost their firepower from the perimeter, specifically talking about Bo Beach. He is usually the firepower from out on the perimeter, but unfortunately he was shooting 22% out in that ring. Now he is once again absent from the active roster today, as we'll be talking to Holman in the pre-game interview and what they need to do.
Just keeping the main thing, and that's just believing. You know, when you believe in something, you know, it's easy to conquer it. So as long as we keep believing, you know, we have a chance. I don't think it's really adjustments, you know. I feel like the way we're playing is just not in sync right now, you know. I feel like I said, it goes back to the main thing. It's just believing in each other and believing in ourselves, and, you know, we'll come out with a win.
Eric Holman talking to the league before the game. Now we'll be talking to Kevin Hu about the Aquas' overall performance so far, and if they've done anything differently before this particular game.
其实就是因为在换了新教练之后，我也在适应他的体系，然后我也在从体系中寻找到我自己的定位。那毕竟因为现在是大外援比较常出现的状况，所以其实我是所对位的都是大外援，而且都是比我高15到20公分的情况下，所以其实相对来说对他来说也是一种困难，对我来说也是一种挑战，对啊。那我觉得他也没有怎么改变沟通。其实在练习的时候，我就有展现出就是我一直在寻找我自己的定位，展现出我自己的能力。所以其实他就是一直鼓励我，告诉我说就是把我会的东西把它放大，做到最好，对啊，就是这样子而已。其实也没有什么特别，就是不断的给我信心，告诉我说，就是该是你要出手的时候就要出手，该是你要做什么时候就要做什么，这样子而已。我觉得就像之前大家讲的一样，就是稳稳定定的，像像前3场一样，第4场我们一样，保持我们的企图心，保持我们的侵略性，很稳定的。 把比赛的每一个回合、每一颗球都增强下来，然后自然而然比赛胜利就会到我们手上。那你说信心，我们一定也有。那我觉得就是比完赛一切后再说，对啊。那我觉得就是好好的专注在当下，把比赛打完是最重要的。
Now, he briefly mentioned having a new coach this season, Mateus Fisher replacing Brendan Joyce. Now, with the new coach comes a new assignments and new roles. Now, his task is to guard the imports and bigs. Now, for Mateus Fisher, it's something that he has to get used to. But on the other hand, Kevin Hu, very composed and not really concerned at all. He's always there to follow the assignments and listen to the assigned task that is handed to him. Now, coach has also showed a lot of confidence in him and has shown quite a bit of patience, and I think it is definitely rewarded, or has been very rewarding for Kevin Hu. Now, he's only had 10 game starts overall this season, but you take a look at the minutes, ball don't lie, basketball don't lie. But as we'll circle back with Kevin's stats, we have the starting 5 for the Dreamers is Achi, Jed, Reven, Eric Coleman, as well as Brandon Gilbeck back in the starting 5. For the Aquas, we have Craig Sword, Cooper, Leo, Kevin, as well as April's MVP of the month, Caleb Wesson. As I mentioned before, Kevin was relegated as more of a bench player, but again, Mateus Fisher heavily using him in the playoffs rotation. He's already averaging 33 minutes, 21 points per game, and under 6 rebounds with 4 assists. As we have our VIP tip-off tonight, it is CEO of the Zhendong Pork Ribs and Rice conglomerate, Wang Ruixiang. As I mentioned before, the Dreamers, they have their backs behind, backs against the wall, as they have to win tonight to survive another day. Whereas the Kaohsiung Aquas, well, they not only have the home court advantage, but 3 wins is no easy feat to survive out of, as we're about to tip off game 4. Aquas once again in white, the Dreamers in black. We start off in the Aquas possession, and immediately Cooper gets called a travel violation. Holman getting his 4th game start. That shot goes around and out. Now usually he comes off the bench with Bo Beach in the starting 5. Another travel call is made on the Kaohsiung Aquas. That's 2 turnovers. Not the slow and steady start that Kevin Hu had projected in the pregame interview. Now, speaking of turnovers, the Formosa Dreamers really dropped the ball in the 4th quarter at their home court as referees draw a foul on Leo, despite looking like Reven just slipped on the floor there. In the 4th quarters alone, they made 8 turnovers and 10 turnovers from those homestand series. Now, that's not the main reason why the Dreamers have really been behind in the series, as Reven Ma gets ready, hopefully logging in the first points of the game. There he goes. The past couple of games, with Bo Beach in the rotation, he's really struggled closing out without having any foul trouble and handling the ball without making turnovers. Now, Longchar is still in the lineup today. He will be playing off the bench, as you can see on the top of your screen, as Brandon Gilbeck, Defensive Player of the Year, is back in the starting 5. Alongside him is trusty partner Achi, number 11, guarding Leo right now. Craig Stewart with a funny landing on his foot. Looks like his right foot. He gets a foul off of Jet. Take a look, like he was popping out for the ball. Starting off from the sideline. There's a handoff to Cooper. Again, we're seeing man-to-man defense in game 4. There's a skip to Caleb Wesson, and a reverse goes out. Reven getting bumped out of the perimeter. Looked like Reven Ma was trying to draw a foul off of Wesson, but he looked pretty still. It was more so Reven Ma getting a little too ahead of himself. Leo pulls up for the long 2. That rattles in. Leo making the first field goal for the Aquas. Didn't score that much, but made an impact defensively on Wednesday. And Holman, padding his stats, gets a 2. A skip to Craig Stewart, and there's another foul call. No baskets. Referees are going to reset the shot clock to 14. Look away pass to Cooper with the shot clock counting down. He rejects the curl. Here's a catch and shoot by Wesson. Oh, that is way too short. Trying to rush and make, trying to beat the shot clock there with no avail. Back to the Dreamers it goes. shakes off Cooper. Cooper a little lackadaisical guarding number 3. Cooper sets his feet for the 3, no good. Holman gets the board back. Jed finally breaking the goose egg, scored 0 points on Wednesday. Beyond out in the perimeter, he finds Holman. And over Craig Sword, Aji gets the 2. Much improvement with the spacing on the Dreamer side. They're now 3 for 5 from the field. The long 2 is out. This is already Aji's second personal. Holding foul on Kevin. Had his arm wrapped around number 10 there. Dreamers now with 3 team fouls. Another foul called. Referees have been pretty lenient on Reven. In this series, Aji coming out at number 41. Wayne is coming off the bench. He had his game start on Wednesday, but he himself was a little stifled in Wednesday's matchup, only scored 2 points. Catch and shoot by Kevin, hits the iron ring. Wesson unable to get the board. Long 2, and he drains it coming off bench. And we're already seeing Dreamers' rim protection improve significantly with Brandon Gilbeck on the court. As head coach Mateus Fischer calls for a timeout, as the Dreamers have stifled the Aquas so far in the first quarter. Score is 10-2. We'll be back with more TPBL, brought to you by XN.
你在场上踢，我在场下踢。来，神队友，看一下大荧幕，你上电视了，神队友，来 ，Hello。比出 ，Show me your muscle，Show me your muscle。Don't be shy，Show me your muscle。来 ，Twist， 来，一起谢谢你的 muscle， 非常好。来，哇，这个穿情侣装非常好哦。继续帮海神加油 ，Let's go Aquas！ 来，这边的神队友 ，Show me your muscle。 来比出 muscle 的姿势，来这边的神队友不要害羞，非常好，谢谢你。再次感谢各位神队友的应援，请继续为高雄全家海神队加油！
You're watching another TPBL Playoff series presented to you by AXN and KC Global Media. We're coming out after a call timeout made by Coach Fischer. Again, score 10-2. Aquas players not having the touch and unable to get those boards. Brendan Gilbeck coming in late in the series after a month-long absence on the court. And Marcus Longchart logs into the game, giving Eric Holman some respite. Task to guard Longchart, he goes past him, but Caleb Wesson denies entry. Curls in, there's a floater, and easy does it for Leo. Now logs in 4 points. He's the only Aquas players to get any stats on the board right now. Got double team and a travel call on a little race car. Take a look at the block made by Caleb Wesson again. In a single game alone in the TPBL playoffs, he's made the most blocks in one game, and that was coming from Wednesday's matchup. Let's see how the Aquas perform after the timeout. Thought about it, pulls up for the long two, bam! There we go. Kevin was selected as the finals MVP back in the 2021 finals as Reven Moss makes the turnover himself. Looks like there was some miscommunication between Wayne and Reven. Again, Wayne has been in and out of rotation due to injuries. That was an issue that has been a problem overall for the Dreamers. They call a foul on Wayne. Holding foul. Blocking foul called on number 41. Now on the Aquas end, you can see on the scoreboard, they've been pretty restrained, and they've only got one team foul. Craig Sword blanks the first free throw. Now we have still yet to see Craig Sword pop out in the series. Typically against the Formosa Dreamers, he scores 24 points per game. Randy Wacko from the wing gets a three-piece with a shake on the side. Score 13-7 Dreamers. Wacko gets the first three from both ends. Longshard denying entry. They got a reset offense here. 5 seconds left to go. And 1 second left. That hits the iron ring. Gilbeck ready to get the board. Right place and right time. Reven drop step. Stopped by Wesson, directing traffic. For the three, no good. And arms are tingling up once again between Brandon Gilbeck and Leo. It's getting a little spicy between those two players on Wednesday. Not on the screen. Wayne is telling GB to settle down. It's only the first quarter after all. If it's not foul trouble, it's his own frustrations, whether it's for himself or players getting too physical on him. Again, he is coming out of injury, and I was told he's not 100%. So we'll see if Coach Jamie Perlman will rotate him out more often to give him rest. Leo's shot is good. Was nominated Most Improved Player of the Year. Last season was Nelson Lingbing's son who was selected. Previously played for the Taipei Taishing Mars. The Mars are still hoping to get their first win. Game 4 is going to be tomorrow at 5 o'clock at Heping Gymnasium. But back to the Group B series, 5 minutes left to go. Jay, wide open shot, nails it. Coming off the bench in the fourth quarter, finally broke the seal. They went 2 quarters without scoring any shots from the 3, and Eric Holman now denies entry for Anthony Morse. Allen coming in off the bench. Bullet pass to Leo instead. It goes into the hands of Holman. And another 3, will we see? No, we don't. Aquas for 3, and Allen sinks it. Again, he leads in the TPBL playoffs in shots from the outside. There's miscommunication now between the Dreamers players and veteran Wayne barking at them. Seems like both teams right now, they're not really getting a good handle of the momentum. And with that, the Aquas catch up with the score now 16-12. Aquas only behind by 2 possessions in the first quarter. There was only 2 possession changes on Wednesday. That only happened in the first quarter. The remaining 3 quarters, Aquas were dominating the Dreamers. At one point, their biggest scoring difference was 15 points. To take a look at Reven and Gilbeck clearing the air, settling GB down. Both of them oftentimes need to be talked down, need maybe some guidance, perhaps. Can't quite hear what Coach Jamie Perlman was saying, but you see the stats on the screen. The Dreamers already committed 6 fouls, while again, Aqua's still at 1. With less than 4 minutes to go, GB and Jet sitting on the bench. Jet already outscoring and doing better than Wednesday's matchup. Shot clock set to 14. Wesson passes it out to Allen. Now 66, Tucker logs into the game. For the 3, and there's a splash zone for Allen. He's now logged in 6 points. Maybe we'll see him break his own record. Long shot, there's a mismatch inside, and an easy slam and jam. Now with Bo Beach out of rotation, we're seeing more of Long Char towards the end of the season. As we have a ticky-tacky foul made by said player. Joined the team later in March, before the import player deadline. Allen coming off the bench is already the lead scorer for the Aquas. So we have Cooper returning for Leo. Again, more fouls equals more free throws. Dreamers 2 for 2, Aquas 5 for 6, and now they are calling a foul on the Aquas. However, it's a non-shooting foul that was called. As we saw Coach Perlman arguing the call and the case, and that's going to count. All is well and good. They get the 2, and Holman will be at the free throw line. There you see Allen tomahawking Holman. 27-year-old has the best winning percentage amongst all import players and local players in the regular season. Now scores 5 points and got 2 rebounds. And Allen's already got 2 personals. Tucker fumbles the ball, and oof, that's a gnarly fall to the ground. They wait for all 5. Gilbeck finally returning. And they call on Tucker. Now they're catching up in the fouls now. So Brandon Gilbeck is a big body to go around on the screen. Reset. Now we're not seeing too much of the 2-guard rotation between Wayne and Aji as Raven gets the and 1. Trying to bring down the hammer. Now he'll get a chance at the free throw line. Once again, we'll see him hand to his heart. Getting ready for the free throw. There's another big free agent signing for the Formosa Dreamers. He previously played for the Jiangsu Dragons in the CBA. A delayed foul call on Holman. Yep. You see the wraparound on Wesson. Referees are keeping an eye on both teams in this quarter. Now both teams are in the bonus. Wesson at the line. Been selected as MVP of the month twice this season, back in October/November. That's counted as 1 month, as well as recently April MVP. After being absent for 4 months, Wesson, second, goes in, nothing but net. Aquas now running at full court. Applying pressure on Little Race Car. Foul call on Wesson will lead to more baskets at the charity stripe. A lot of pauses in the game so far. But before Wayne sets up for the free throws, with 2 minutes left, Kevin Hu and Craig Sword come back in. Now Wayne, another free agent signing. Dreamers have really made efforts into getting the stage of where they at now. They signed Jet from the Taipei Fubon Braves, Reven from the CBA, and Wayne from the last T1 champion team, the Leopards. But the season has not turned out the way it has, as I mentioned before, due to just injury-prone players and rotating in and out with import players. That's always a struggle amongst any team in Taiwan. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Morris driving in, having to go over Brandon Gilbeck. He could not finish. Weaving finds GB and gets 3-second violation. Spent too much time there and got evicted by the referees. Score now 25-18. Sword, a little bit treating the court as a slip and slide as Allen tries to find an outlet, and a Hail Mary shot goes way overboard. Now we're seeing the roles being reversed in this quarter alone. The Dreamers have been on the Aquas. As we just heard a little bit of Fisher's frustrations on his players. The look away pass fumbled out of bounds. With all of these turnovers and foul calls made and the referees blowing the whistle, there's been 0 fast break on opportunities on either side. Cooper up and under, fumbles the ball. It's still Aqua's possession. He contests that there should have been a foul called made. Now Kevin will be the one setting the table here. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Pump fakes, drives in, draws a foul off of Brandon Gilbeck. The second personal. He comes back, he returns to the bench. Longchar coming in with 24 seconds left in regulation. Now, while Brandon Gilbeck is in the regular rotation, his issue is getting into foul trouble too early on, where when they need his rim protection, he's not around. That's when teams will take advantage. As of right now, Aquas only have made 4 points in the paint thanks to GB back on the court. Kevin missing the second. Possibly the last possession. Ball gets slipped. Reuben Swan dives across the floor. That's a foul call on Sword. This is first one. Reuben Ma in the playoffs. Has been averaging 11 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 1.3 assists, 1 steal also. And I guess it's a Songshan High School specialty to miss the second free throw. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Dreamers still have possession. And all the way downtown, Wayne could not connect. 1 second left to go. Here's a Hail Mary made by Cooper. Hits the backboard, but not the circle. As the Formosa Dreamers continue to hold the lead at 26-19 here at K Arena for Game 4 of the Group B series. We'll be back.
Let's go, Aquas! 跟着音乐节奏。 celebrate 结束之后 ，Verme 还有 Verme Junior 要把汉神巨蛋提供的小礼物送出去了。哪边尖叫声就往哪边送，想要的尖叫声在哪里？哦，这个臂力非常好哦。再次感谢神队友的热情。 OK， 神队友，待会不要忘了展现你的热情，让我看到最狂的神应援。
Welcome back to another TPBL broadcast presented to you by AXN and KC Global Media. Score 26-19. Dreamers holding on to the lead the entirety of the game, starting off strong before the call timeout made by Mateus Fischer, 10-2. With the Dreamers having the largest scoring run of 8 points. A lot of foul calls were made in the first quarter. Now on the Dreamers' end, those fouls have been made from off-ball movements. They're trying to deny the Aquas from running their offense, and they've been it's been effective so far as the Aquas are trailing behind. Start off the second quarter, Wesson having poor handles on the ball multiple times. Wayne gets the ball poked out by Craig Sword. Preventing a fast break opportunity. Again, a lot of breaks in between in the first quarter. There's 0 points made with fast breaks. And there's a reverse made by Jay. Two for 2 from the field. Jet now has 4 points. Caleb Wesson searching for help. Looks like he's got a crick in his shoulder. 4 seconds left to go. He pulls up for the 3. Allen's shot does not fall. And there's a 3, and another one. He sinks it in. Wayne might be excelling better from the bench than as a starter. And the whistle comes for Eric Holman once again. Holding foul with his second. Still discussing that call, clarifying. On the court, they're still giving Brandon Gilbeck respite, so it's Longshar and Holman out on the court, and what should have been a bunny shot ends up rolling out. Here comes Wayne. And the 3 goes down easy, like a spoonful of medicine, like a spoonful of sugar, actually. The Formosa Dreamers have far improved perimeter shooting so far. They're sitting at 37% versus Wednesday's matchup. Well, it's a different story. They only made 8 of their 42 shots from beyond the arc. And now they're on an 8-point run against the Kaohsiung Aquas in this quarter alone. They call an offensive foul on Marcus Longchar. Both imports, actually all 3 imports on the Dreamers have 2 fouls under their belt now. And here comes the monster jam by Craig Sword. More fouls. Second one for Leo. There we go, air sword right there. Brandon Gilbeck returns after Longchar committed his second. No outlet, Jet's going to drive in for the 2. Free throws are coming as the referees have sharp eyes. They notice Cooper making contact upon the shot. Now, Jet was also another player to be in and out of injury this season. Now Wayne getting some well-deserved rest on the bench. Played Jet now with 6 points. And here's the up and in for Craig Sword. And Kevin's gonna get the credit. Wide open, Aji, his 3 hits the ring. Aquas not so confident on the perimeter. Caleb Weston draws a foul off of Jet. There's a good eye. Seeing Craig Sword with a downhill drive. Kevin now with 1 assist. Gives it to Cooper. Under the basket. No call made by the referees. And there's the jam made by Brandon Gilbeck. Getting the Dreamers fans up on their feet there. On the scoreboard you see Dreamers 6 assists, Aquas with 5. Reven getting too physical on Leo. Hard pushing foul. Leo trying to catch his breath. Reven Ma looks like he's got his 2nd personal. All 5 players on the Dreamers right now on the court. They've all committed 2 personal fouls so far. Now, the referees are taking a look at the IRS for the first time. Perhaps seeing if the foul call should be upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul. Now we do see the the upward motion, but just a standard foul. But perhaps the look at the IRS will give warning to Reven. It looked like Reven trying to clarify things now with Aquas head coach Matthias Fischer. Craig Sword with a fadeaway, and he sinks it in. Now has 6 points. Aquas now behind by 11 points. Aji lobs it out the way out to Gilbeck. He returns the favor. There's the high screen, downhill drive. Not free, tries to find Reben instead. It goes to Cooper. Ooh, that was a sneaky pass. He draws a foul. Craig Sword will be at the line once again. Second quarter, 3 personal fouls. He might be in some danger despite this lead. Wow, Aquas player came out like a thief in the night, getting that steal. Unfortunately, they couldn't convert the fast break opportunity to 2, but the Aquas will not complain about both Holman and Gilbeck going to the bench. And Doug Creighton comes into the game. Sword's season best was actually against the Formosa Dreamers. Scored 39 points. In the last game, logged in 11 points. He gets that free throw shot. Longchar, guarded by Wesson, not confident to finish on the inside. They reset with 5 seconds left to go. Reben Ma, here's a catch and shoot. Ricochets to Wesson. Ooh, referees quickly blowing the whistle. That's Achi's third. We might be seeing multiple Dreamers players graduate off the court. Just a reminder, in Mandarin, when we say graduate, that means a player committed 6 fouls. With 6 fouls, you are no longer allowed to play. You're fouled out. Now Randy Wacko comes into the game. We only had 2 IRS reviews on Wednesday, and that was all towards the end of the game. Now, we've already got 2 in the second quarter alone. This time, they're taking a look, reviewing this particular foul specifically. Clear as day, and that particular angle. Aji, when he's at the bench, he doesn't really like to sit on the bench. He likes to sit on the floor now. Is that considered in FIBA standards, the bench? Well, according to TPBL, apparently it does. Now Wesson is at the line. He's 1 for 2 in the first quarter. At the free throw. "25-year-old from Westerville, Ohio is 2 for 2. A little bit slower start for Caleb Wesson. And now we have a Wayne Little Race Car returning. Again, Brandon Gilbeck and Aji, the key players for the Dreamers, both out due to foul trouble. Reven gets it around and in, and he sinks it. You see the pump fake. Good eye made by Doug Creighton. This is Reven's third time at the line today. Nominated in the TPBL second team earlier on TPBL's Instagram. He now logs in 8 points. Anthony Morse coming in for Weston. No timeouts called. We might get ourselves a TV timeout very shortly. The handoff to Sword, pumping the brakes. He finds Kevin Hu going ISO up against Reven. Ma fumbles and a foul. Yeah, it's going to be Longchar's third one. Dreamers would be running low on options. Now we'll see Kevin Hu at the charity stripe. Two for two. Aquas trailing behind now, only by 8. Here's Reven. Drive in, out to Longchar. Lasers it out to Craig. Sword turnover will lead to a touchdown, perhaps? No, but we got ourselves more free throws. Longchar might be thinking a little bit too much in the paint, but maybe just goes to show he doesn't have quite the confidence or missed the beat to convert points. Now we got ourselves a timeout now. Score 41-33. We'll be right back.
这一 score 是白色上衣。接下来，让我们一起营造白色巨浪，秀出你的追 score 牌。来，让我看一下你的白色上衣。来，这里的神队友，非常好，谢谢你。白浪来袭，秀出你的追 score 牌。啊。 谢谢神队友，应援道具非常好，来秀出你的白，来神队友秀出你的白，我们的折战也可以啦，非常好，来谢谢你，一起被默默for the win， 哇，全家都喊成非常好，谢谢，哇妹妹谢谢你，来这边的神队友，把你的衣服拿起来，我看一下你的最 score 白。 谢谢神队友，哇，谢谢，非常好，再次感谢。
On this day in pro ball history, June 6th of 2022, the Formosa Dreamers played the Taipei Fubon Braves in the Plus League. That was game 2 of the Group B series. Lost against the Fubon Braves 94-100. Fitting or ironic that 3 years ago today, the Formosa Dreamers lost against another team in the semifinals. They might lose it all tonight unless they hold on to this lead. But as of right now, they are in foul trouble with multiple players. Doesn't quite help that those players are essential on the court. Brandon Gilbeck, Aji, still sitting out in the second quarter. Longchar nabbing his third. Aquas closing the gap, now behind Only by 6 points. See if the Dreamers can continue to hold them down like they did in the first quarter. He pulls up for the 3. Oof. I would keep an eye out on that little race car there. There's an offensive foul called on Morse. Now, look like they got differing calls. One might be saying flopping, the other would say offensive foul called on Anthony Morse. Let's see what the sideline referee will say instead. The foul is given on to Anthony Morse, and they call a flopping warning on Longchar. Yeah, there was a little bit of some pizzazz with those arms flinging out. Here's Wayne, a pile driver. If it's not a 3, he's gonna be him penetrating down into the paint. That is actually more of his specialty. Wednesday's game really was set up into those corners to make those perimeter shots, which really isn't quite the most conducive way of utilizing Wayne. Looks like he'll be coming back again. Coming in for the candy cane curl, no good there. They call a foul on the Aquas players, looks to be Leo. Both teams now have 5 team fouls. Too easy for Wayne. And see him there. Switching up to 5th gear. Now a little funny stat about Marcus Longchar. He hit his triple-double with the Formosa Dreamers, but not quite what you expect. Back in April 12, 17 points, 21 rebounds, 10 turnovers. Started off a little rocky with the Formosa Dreamers. Again, had very little time to adjust before the import deadline. And having to come into the rotation with a 3-game suspension made on Eric Holman. A shot too short. And there's a putback made by Anthony Morse. Morse has been more reserved in this series. With Wayne's speed, Aquas are having a hard time stopping him in his tracks without getting a foul. That's going to be a foul call on Sword. Buffs the first free throw. Now in Aji's absence, despite him being in the starting 5 today, Wayne is really the standout player for the Formosa Dreamers. He's now got 12 points and 2 assists. Allen returns to the court, step back 3, ricochets. Here's Leo with springs under his feet. Gets a foul off of Longchar. Look at him go. Jumping higher than the 2 bigs. Now, they're still keeping Longchar on the court. It looks like, again, I think their priority right now is to keep Gilbeck on the bench, not only to preserve his energy, his health, but also preventing him from committing any kind of ticky-tacky fouls down the line. There's 4 minutes left of the second quarter. And up and under, trying to pass out. He recovers himself, and Holman taps it in. Oof, don't know how to put that in the stat sheet. Going around Arivan Ma from the left, he finishes with 2. Already scoring more than game 3. He's got 13 points. Here's Holman's shot that kisses the window. In this quarter alone, he's got 7 points. Alley-oop by Morris is too strong. Pulls up for the long 2, rattles in, and another 2 made by Eric Holman gets him now to 14 points. He's 6 for 11 from the field. There's a pump fake made by Kevin. Dribble drive in. Here's Morris up against Holman. He's a bigger guy than Holman, but he could not finish there. Here's a fast break. And free throws are upon us. Ooh, that run is really hurting the Aquas right now. Holman with 3 field goals in a row really put a damper on the Kaohsiung Aquas. At one point, they were only behind by 6, but Dreamers managed to put a lid on it right now. Let's see if we could hear Coach Fisher. From the field, the Formosa Dreamers are 19 and 33. Kaohsiung Aquas 11 for 28. So take a look at the fans out in K Arena on this Friday night. Dress code is white. Out of timeout. Wayne will get a chance at the free throw line to get the Dreamers farther ahead in the game. Buffs the first one. Wayne's stat line is quite padded. 13 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Now 14 points. Positive signs for the Formosa Dreamers despite having Aji and GB on the bench. You got the role players coming in. Aquas fans trying to remain quiet. Has 8 points and made 2 of his 3 free throw shots. recently won the Sixth Man of the Year category. He is coming off the bench, playing 27 games off the bench, under 10 points a game, 2 rebounds, and 3.5 assists per game. Now, talking about the veteran players or the more mature players showing themselves out in the last 3 games, we're not quite seeing that from the Kaohsiung Aquas today. And you see Wayne's patience paying off. Wesson on the floor. That's the playoffs, Wayne, that fans want to see. And a long 3 is too short. They haven't had this stroke lately from the perimeter. Let's see Wayne's last shot in. Last season in playoffs, Wayne scored 16 points, 3 rebounds, and averaged 2 steals a game. And we might be seeing a glimpse of that right now. Now double team, finds Jay. Ooh, nearly losing the ball. And just seems some confusion here. What should be a shot clock violation, referees are now calling a foul on Tucker. Now Fisher is arguing it's a travel violation that should be called instead. Different eyes, different opinions. Oh, I hope people out there, I hope our viewers aren't very good at lip reading, because I have a sense on what Mateus Fisher had to say there. Aqua's now almost behind, close to the 20s. The quarter alone, the Dreamers have pulled away now, 34-22. Denies a handoff by Cooper. He resets, parked at the corner. Let's see if he can drain the 3. It goes around and out to Holman. There's a breakaway. Doug Creighton for 3, no good. Wayne with the putback finish. Wayne can't stop, won't stop. Score 62-41. And the whistle comes for number 88. Jerry. As I said, this is what we're seeing Wayne in 5th gear, in playoffs mode specifically. Caleb Wesson only with 4 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. He also has 3 personal fouls. There's a coast-to-coast once again to the hands of Wayne. All eyes on Wayne now. Kick out to Doug Creighton. Let's see if he drains it, and yes, sir, he does. 2 SBL veterans carrying the Dreamers in this quarter. 20 seconds left. There's a bullet pass to Leo. He tries to answer back, and he gets the answer. That can only do so much. The Aquas are 20 points behind the Dreamers. 10 seconds left to go. Look away pass to Creighton. He pulls up for the 3. Ooh, there does not fall, but Jays will take the 2. And does that make it? Nope, that's too short. Well, our Dreamers have something to celebrate, I suppose. But there's plenty of game left. Let's see what Coach Fisher has to say in the locker room. To be honest, I wouldn't want to be in there. Stay tuned for more TPBL Playoffs.
神队友尖叫声在哪里？
Get jazzy on. I'm that flight that you get on. International. First class seat on my lap, girl. Riding comfortable. Cause I know what that girl them need. New York to Haiti. I got lipstick stamps on my passport. You make it hard to leave. Been around the world, don't speak the language. But your booty don't need explaining. All I really need to understand is when you talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. Been around the world, don't speak the language, but your booty don't need explaining. All I really need to understand is when you talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. Met my friend in Rio. She was all on me. We can make out the grill. Oh yeah. Been around the world, don't speak the language, but your booty don't need explaining. All I really need to understand is when you talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. Get jazzy on.
What? I don't understand.
再次感谢Aquas妹妹带来的精彩表演。OK， 神队友，接下来你们最爱的时候来了，我要请Aquas妹妹。
We're in the midst of halftime right now with our Mandarin-speaking broadcast. My name is Taylor Chen, the voice in your ear and speakers tonight. So we have a 22-point deficit made by the Aquas. Now what the Dreamers were hoping, Brandon Gilbeck being the saving grace of this series, turned out to be Wayne Jiangyu, and number 41 of the Formosa Dreamers. He's coming in off the bench and really being the X factor today. Now the Formosa Dreamers have steadily been taking up both quarters. In the second quarter alone, they outscored the Aquas 41-26. That's the most they've scored in a single quarter in this playoff series. And again, talking about Wayne, number 41 here. You really see his patience. So we'll talk a little bit more about the halftime stats and the overall performances. with under 10 minutes left. We'll be right back.
Me and Drizzy, we at peace. Just a backpack with a polo and a first Jesus piece. I'm from the shop, but I'm always New York in the city. They treat me like Jesus walking. I've been through the pain and only the torment. I say in his name, I'm making a board. Now it's time to give him hell. Ask my staff, I pay him well. This is it's like a cycle. You text me anything hype, you better text back and say it's a fight. The city of God, the city is like you. It's the new York. Here you go, Bobby is viral. This is viral. Oh, we tryna stand on the Aquas. How much 200 catches on Fox? Like who hotter? Top shotter. Hoodie like cut down like a roster. I'ma stay out the beach on a flock of pop. Everything I do, you gon' hop. Boy, hop down with the tryna chop. Stop scaring these words on feet. Got them excited out like my beat. Down the cold, I left in the feet.
Welcome back to another TPBL broadcast presented by AXN Asia as well as KC Global Media. Take a look at our halftime score right now. The Dreamers are pummeling the Aquas for scoring. They're 59% from the field, 40% from the perimeter, as opposed to a dismal 18% for the Kaohsiung Aquas. Now, initially, the first quarter, the Dreamers were in some foul danger, foul trouble. But when Wayne came along, Aquas had trouble stopping him. So in order to prevent those fast breaks, had to create some kind of stoppage on Wayne. As we take a look at the score rankings, as we see Little Race Car 18 points. Holman coming out of the gates early in this game, 14 points. Let's see if he runs out of gas. So Kaohsiung Aquas, Craig Sword, 13 points. Suwon Leo with 10, Allen 9, Kevin 5, Weston 4. And finally with the Dreamers end, Reven 8, Jay coming off the bench 7 points, and Jet with 6 respectively. As we'll be back with more TPBL basketball.
The career's more at stake when you in your prime. Fuck that baby, mommy's on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I'm sipping, I can put you either Rick or Brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the right now. Oh my God, that be bad. Well, alright, try to fight in the night. Come alive, ain't it sweet? Ain't it?
We're back after another commercial break. Looking at the stats right now, the locals from the Dreamers end scored 47 points, Aquas 24. 18 of those points were made by Wayne coming off the bench. So Aquas, they're going to need to find a solution to stop the little race car. As again, we're talking about him going on 5th gear. See if the Aquas can turn it around. Now, in this series and in the Group A series, we're actually not seeing a lot of the games where typically we see imports are averaging, averaging more than local players. So while this is a positive to see the local players being the heavy hitters or lead scorers of these games, but for the Aquas right now, it's not really a good sign as they are behind by 22 points. Now, luckily, Craig Sword is coming out of this game with 13 points so far. However, Anthony Morse in this series has been pretty stifled by the Dreamers. Today, he's only put in 2 points. Wednesday, he also only scored 2 as well. Again, a game for the Formosa Dreamers. We'll still keep them alive in the Group B series. A win for the Kaohsiung Aquas. Well, that would be sweet, sweet redemption here at home. Now, again, the 2 seasons that they fell short in making the final stage, they were all lost away. 2 seasons ago, they forced themselves in a Game 5 situation against the Tainan TSG Ghost Hawks. They lost at their home court. Now, last season, now technically they were playing at home, but they did play at the Fengshan Gymnasium. That is currently the Plus Lease Steelers' home, but oftentimes in around this time playoff season in April and May, oftentimes K Arena is leased out. So as I said, a win here will be twice as sweet for the Kaohsiung Aquas. That is if they can pull off another huge upset today. Looks like we have our starting 5 for the Aquas. Here's a catch and shoot from the corner with Jet to receive the miss. Now Wayne is coming in for Achi. Here's the scoop. Too easy for Wayne. He now rounds it up to 20 points. There's a downhill pass to Kevin. Finishes with the reverse. Now we've got 7 points. Kevin also has 2 rebounds in his stat sheet. Comes in from the left. There's a kick out to Reven. No good there. Let's see if Sword can create a fast break opportunity coast to coast. A kick out to Cooper. Now here's the wing. Wesson's shot does not fall. Caleb Wesson kind of losing his stroke from beyond the arc this series. He is yet to make one, as Gilbeck, less than 2 minutes into the third quarter, gets his 4th personal. Now, not all is lost on the Dreamers. He only put in 2 minutes in the second quarter, but Holman came out of the gates hot, scored 9 points for the Dreamers. Look away pass. Here's Kevin. Let's see. That one does not hit either from the corner. Might want to reposition himself, as he has yet to make a 3 himself. He's cold. Now Dreamers got back-to-back offensive fouls. Again, I hope our viewers don't know lip reading, because Jamie Perlman is livid about that call made on Holman. And he's usually pretty calm coach. Oh, not only Kevin doesn't have the stroke, Leo there did not get the answer. Aquas now 3 for 20. Fisher trying to settle down the Aquas players, particularly Sword there. Let's see that ankle breaker there. Whoopsie-doozy. Looking at Wayne, he's coming in low to the ground, and he's going to lower himself even more to get those kinds of fouls. There's a sort of pass out to Holman. Now here's Wayne at the wing. Let's see if he'll do it again. He's going to dribble, drive in, pull up for the 2. No call made by the refs. I guess they see it clean. There comes Cooper with the scooper. Now this is the largest lead that we're seeing the Dreamers have, and Caleb Wesson denies entry for Wayne. A volleyball swipe downward. Dreamers still get a chance in this possession. Look in here. Right place and right time. As a handoff to Wayne. And that's going to be a foul call on Sword. Now Craig arguing that was clean and made contact on the ball, not on Wayne. 3 minutes, and Gilbeck gets another rest on the bench. Longchar coming in. He's got 4 personal, though. Remember, folks. Reven skips it out. Has his luck. Referees are now discussing. Looks like we've got quite a few inconsistencies throughout this game. Now, the sideline, number 47, contests that he stepped on the line. On the other hand, it could be a shot clock violation. So let's see what the referees will see at the IRS. This is the first time we're taking a look at the replay. Still 1 second on the shot clock. Now, a referee on the sideline. It wasn't number 47. Looks like it was crew chief who calls out of bounds for Craig Sword trying to intercept that pass. Possession goes to Dreamers with 1 second. With 1 second, we might see Riven potentially popping out to get the 3. But instead, here comes Longshar, handoff to Wayne. That does not count. It's only 1 second. It looks like he's frustrated with his teammates, emphasizing that he only had 1 second. Looked like he was directing that outwards to Longshar. 1 second, instead of making the shot, Longshar passes it out to Wayne. Pretty unfortunate. And referees call a foul on Wayne. They're still discussing that last possession there. Shot clock at 14 seconds. And Cooper now at the wing. He curls in, draws a foul off of Holman. 4th one. And the referees are going to count that shot as and 1. We're getting a little bit of what we say in the States, Groundhog Day, with now 3 players in foul trouble. Again, as a reminder, folks, game 1, Bo Beach and Brandon Gilbeck both fouled out in the 4th quarter. And we still have quite a bit of time in the 3rd quarter. Not a good sign for the Dreamers. However, they do have some insurance as they're still behind, as the Aquas are still behind by 18 points. That shot was made in with a wing and a prayer because I did not think that would fall through. Cooper cashes in now 8 points in this game. We got ourselves a timeout. Slow beginnings for the Dreamers. Aquas now scoring 7 points to Dreamers is 2. We'll be back.
非本地梦，亚气亲一口时刻专注。来，神队友，准备秀出你的马手。来，这边的神队友，秀出你的马手了，非常好，谢谢你。哇，还偷抽一下哦，非常好，来来来。Oh my goodness， 这个有在练哦，非常好，谢谢你。来，这个。 秀出你的马手，哇，非常好，谢谢。来，这边的神队友，哎呦喂呀，这神队友都有在练哦，再次非常好哦，小小神队友非常好，谢谢你。再次感谢各位神队友的热情应援，请继续。
Now, if you're watching the stream on YouTube, we thank you so much for tuning in to another TPBL broadcast presented by AXN and KC Global Media. You saw the muscle cam. See the gun show here at K Arena. Don't forget, for our viewers watching through any of the cable networks readily available in 19 countries, you can tune in to the TPBL Playoffs on AXN Asia's YouTube channel. As we're starting up again, just a reminder, import players on the Dreamers are all in foul trouble. The Aquas players, particularly X Factors and the standout players for the last couple of games, they've been a little bit more quiet. I don't know about Liv, but actually, they've been a whole lot of quiet today. For the instance, Kevin Hu is 0 for 5 from out the perimeter. Craig Sword lobs it back. Here comes Wesson. Thank you very much. Now we're seeing a score similar to the first quarter. Aquas now 10-2. To start off the second half, Cooper getting the foul now. Now the Dreamers are gonna have some subs in. Let's take a look at that last play between Cooper and Raven. Now Raven contesting that. It should have been an and one, but with the timing being off. We're starting once again at the sideline. It's still going to be Dreamers as Kevin pokes the ball out of bounds. Jamie Perlman either throwing shakas or throwing a six. See what play that they draw up here. Raven trying to find an outlet, sees Aji. Denies once again the screen made by Longchar. Now Doug Creighton pulls up for the two. Can't connect there. It should have been a bunny bucket. There's Kevin up against Raven. He pushes through. Not hard enough though. Raven tasked up against classmate, would you say? They both attended Songshan High School. Still Dreamers' possession. Raven now at the wing, finds Wayne. Wayne taking his time, 4 seconds left to go, going around Kevin. Another foul call on the Kaohsiung Aquas. This time it's Kevin Hu. That's his first personal. Oh my goodness, that was rough. Complete lack of communication there led to Raven driving downhill, wide open for the two. Skip to Wesson, there's a reverse, count it baby. Showing off his muscles for the K-Town crowd. Comes in with Longchar being the only big out on the perimeter. The local players were out of sorts in the paint up against Wesson. Couldn't round up his points to 10. Wesson now has 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Still holding steady with 3 personal fouls. Aji out to Raven. Pump fakes, Kevin caught up in time. Buzzer beater shot, no good. Craig Soar bounces up high for the board. Cooper, a risky pass to Leo. And here's Sword. That ricochets off through the legs of Wesson into the hands of Longchar. And a long two falls in. Actually a 3, it counted a 3. Wayne now 23 points. He's 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. He's only averaging 9 points a game in the playoffs, and this game will certainly up it. And from downtown, that shot is too short. Free throws are coming. That's Ribema's third personal. Let's see. Trying to catch up to Sword, instead making heavy contact. Big body bump gets Craig Sword flying. Taking a look at the fouls made. Dreamers have committed 26-19 for the Kaohsiung Aquas. This may surpass the current record for fouls made in one game in the playoffs. Dreamers had 27 in game one of the Group B series against Aquas. Still can't really hear what Coach Fisher is saying, but what we just saw on that stat line, Dreamers have committed 5 turnovers in this quarter alone. Wayne's back must be hurting because he is certainly carrying the all Dreamers on his back. He's with 23 points, 4 rebounds and assists each. Now he's got plenty of playoff experience, again playing with the Taiwan Beer Leopards last season, getting their first ever championship title. However, it's quite a different team with that group, as they had DeMarcus Cousins in the mix. Again, this season around with injuries and him being in and out of rotation, he hasn't quite gotten the hang of playing with this rotation. Here's a catch and shoot by Randy Wacko, and he launches a missile. 2 for 2 from out on the perimeter. Effective coming out from timeout. And wide open, Kevin Hu shot, it clanks outwards. 0 for 6 now for number 10. Score now 77-58. And Wayne, a downhill drive with Longshard trying to get the putback. Dreamers once again, another opportunity comes. Longshard unable to finish there. Like I said, Wayne is, just when you think he's out of gas, well, he's still out there on the court, trying to get the air ball made by Longshard there. Can't help but lay on one of the media staff members. Now with poor reception here at K-Town, let's see if I can pull up some stats with some data. Now, so far, the third quarter. Dreamers caught up now in the third quarter. It's now 13-10. Referees are taking a look at the monitor right now. A little uncertain on what they're reviewing right now. Ooh, take a look. Longchar's elbow hits Kevin in the face, trying to box him out, getting the board. It's a tough call there, as you know, with any import player up against a local player here. Just a mismatch in size where there's no intention of hitting him in the face, just the size alone. You're bound to get an arm, get an elbow. No call made there. And no harm, no foul, literally, between Kevin and Longchar. Here's a catch and shoot by Allen. And springs under his feet. Craig Sword goes high for the board. Sword pulls up. Trying to stat his pad. Trying to pat his stat sheet. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Wayne with no rest in this quarter. Here comes Wako, pulls up for the basket. Kevin Hu driving down. Kick out. There's a wide open Leo, and he banks the three. Cash Money, he's now got 13 points under his belt. Dreamers still holding on to a double-digit lead. They're still comfortable with all that insurance, thanks to Xiao An. Now he's the man unhinged tonight. He's got 26 points. He's 4 for 5 from out on the perimeter. Talking about carrying the team. Weston answers right back, though. The threes are raining in the third quarter. Wako wanting to join in on the party. Goes back to the Aquas. Longchar still the only import on the court, keeping Eric Holman and a GB on the bench still. Again, reserving energy, and again, both players with 4 personal fouls. Got some bodies hitting the floor. Yep, some contact made by Achi. Not only did we see Allen, we also saw Longchar getting knocked out. We got a couple of the Dreamers players deliberating while Allen gets ready for the free throw. Now, obviously, Dreamers fans and their GM wanting a foul call made by an Aquas players, which led to a Longchar on the floor, but instead, Allen will get the free throws. Makes the first one. On the stat line, you see he's got now 11 points. Now he gets a third chance. Again, a foul out in the perimeter will get you 3 at the charity stripe. Coach Perlman using this quarter almost as insurance. They have that freedom and the luxury. Waka with another 3, and he drains it. Dreamers still distancing, keeping a distance from the Kaohsiung Aquas, 85-67. They're now 4 for 9 from the perimeter, 3 for 10 on the Aquas. Again, Kevin stifled here today. A long 2 does not fall for Anthony Morse. Kept him away long enough, but Caleb Wesson needs his break on the bench. Here comes Wayne with the ball stolen by Sword. Cooper for the long 2. Gets drawn a foul. Craig Sword heated. He slips and falls. Passes it out to Cooper. The referees call foul on Achi. That's his 5th one. Dreamers had the same troubles that they had in the first game, but this time around we have multiple players besides Bo Beach and Marcus Longchar in foul trouble. Aji now has 5 personal. Cooper counting his blessings. He gets another chance at the free throw line. It's a violation. That number 47 called. It's now 1 for 3 at the line. Make it 1 for 4. Now he's one of the couple of Aquas players that actually shoots worse at the free throw line at home. We call a violation on Anthony Morse. The foul call now makes it 3 personal. Now, if it's a pushing foul called on Anthony Morse, that'll lead to free throws for the Formosa Dreamers. Hayden will be coming in for the first time for Wayne. So we see Edgar Shalonis sitting out. Only played in game 1 of this series. He's 2 for 2 there. Keeping it a 20-point lead over the Aquas. Teardrop shot denied by Longchar. Aqua still got another chance. And a Hail Mary shot does not go into the circle. And there's the behind the back pass. Denied entry made once again by Marcus Longchar. Let's take a look behind the back. Look away pass to Morse. A little bit too much contact on the block, though, will get him his 5th. Got quite a few Dreamers bench players on their feet. They're ready to go. They got fire in their eyes. survival mode on for them. 19 seconds left in regulation. Oh my goodness. I know I gotta be neutral, but that was hard to watch. Morris is still with 2 points. There's just no answer for, no explanation for Morris's performance. Here's Jet's shot, contested. Couldn't make the shot, but Dreamers are still ahead, 20 points. As we see on the score, 87-67 for Game 4 of the Group B series here at K Arena. We'll be back for more TPBL Playoffs.
后盾继热，让球员知道他们在场上拼，我们在场下拼。让我看一下，来这边的神队友，折扇举起来，一起激起浪花。Let's go， Aquas。 举起折扇，谢谢你，贝伯伯。来，折扇举起来，非常好，谢谢。这边的神队友，哇，白色的浪花非常好，谢谢神队友的热情，谢谢神队友。哇，这个浪花可以啊，白茫茫的一片浪花，一朵朵的巨浪 ，Let's go Aquas！ 非常好，谢谢神队友。来，继续跟着音乐，跟着节奏，一起摇晃你的折扇。继续跟着音乐。 摇晃你折扇非常好，谢谢。再次感谢各位神队友。
We're bringing you another TPBL broadcast presented by AXN Asia as well as KC Global Media. Formosa Dreamers in charge and staying in charge thanks to the man on the screen, Jangyu and Wayne. Just as we predicted, Eric Holman and Brandon Gilbeck return onto the court. And 15 seconds into the fourth quarter, Gilbeck gets his 5th personal. He's getting close to graduating this game. It's now Longchar and Gilbeck with 5 personal. Let's see if the Aquas can get it to 6. Morris banking the 2. Wesson getting the credit. It was a pretty close third quarter. The Kaohsiung Aquas scored 22, Dreamers with 20. And here is a ribbon that goes around and in. Now I have 12 points in his stat sheet with 3 rebounds and 1 assist. There's a catch and shoot for Allen, no good there. Wesson gets the board and he drives by with a foul. Shot clock is at 11 seconds. Morris hands off to Allen, and they skip and a hop, and here comes Weston, and a put-back jam by Anthony Morse. Awakening the K Arena fans. They've been a little bit quiet all game long, with good reason. They've been far behind against the Dreamers. Just like that, Wayne gets a basket, but oof, that is a gnarly charge in. And Reven also gets the personal foul. Let's take a look. Now Wayne driving in for the basket. Wesson charging into Wayne, right in the face too. Brutal. And Tucker inbounding in. Bullet pass to Allen. Let's see if he can be the space maker in the fourth quarter. No call made by the referee. Ball gets batted around. Foul call on Morse. That's his fourth one. Got 10 minutes exact remaining in the fourth quarter of this game 4. What we saw earlier, Gilbeck pushed Wesson, who then bumped into Wayne on that rebound earlier, hence the smash to the face. Looks like Wayne might have recovered from that. Half a beat, he couldn't drive down, but Morris fumbles the pass off of Leo. And here comes a turnover touchdown made by Eric Holman. Switching from his right to the left, he can shoot from both sides. Allen tries to shut it down with 3. Now leads the Aquas in scoring. He's now with 15 points. Most of them thanks to the shots from the perimeter. A step back 3. He drains another one. Holman with back-to-back field goals. He went with 3 field goals in a row in the first quarter. Him and Gilbeck sat out the majority of the third quarter with preserving energy, preventing them from fouling out in this game. Wesson now with 5 seconds left. Spinning around, long 2, he drops in. Now Gilbeck is very limited on what he could do on defense. Again, he only has 5 fouls, or he already has 5 fouls. No over-back violation. Morris making the contact before Wayne recovers it. There's a skip to Holman, and here comes Brandon Gilbeck with a jam. Score now 98-76. Dreamers controlling this game. There's a Weston shot, no good. There's a mismatch in size. Wayne thought he would get that shot in. Now he'll be bringing it back to the Dreamers. 2-1, now he gets the basket, no! Too strong there, Allen now coming back for the Aquas. At the wing from downtown, Pound Town. In this quarter, he's 2 for 3, and there's the cut to Holman. No call made by the refs. There's a kick out to Wayne. Ooh! In and out it goes. Kind of wants some drive-through right now. Downtown once again, no good. Leo gets the board and in. Coach Jamie Perlman calls for a timeout, trying to stop the run that the Aquas have. Keeping a tight leash despite having a comfortable lead. Anything can happen in the fourth quarter. Again, we don't want Groundhog Day to happen. We'll be back with more exhilarating playoffs.
准备让我看看，来，比出3杀几。来，神队友，不要害羞，来，非常好。哇，这个太帅了，非常好，应援道具。后面有车，好，来，3叉戟比出来。谢谢你，非常好哇，这样热情就对了，非常好。谢谢神队友的热情，哇，谢谢，非常好。再次感谢各位神队友的热情。穆佳佳气球挑战暴力行为，裁判老师使用IRS电视辅助判决来确认一下这个犯规。OK， 谁了？我们多了一点时间，跟着音乐节奏一起，会唱的唱出来。跟着节奏一起拍 ，Let's go， 兄弟会变。非常好哦，后面神队友非常棒，对面的神队友折扇拿起来，一起拍 ，Show me your hand here。跟着节奏一起拍，都是。听到，我是 Let's go!
The referees are looking at the monitor once again, seeing if Wesson gets a foul, an unsportsmanlike foul on Holman. It looked like Holman was holding the top of his head, not necessarily the point of contact in which Wesson made. This particular group of referees certainly like to look at the IRS. Coming out of timeout, we got 6 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Again, talking about the Dreamers preventing a Groundhog Day situation. The Aquas would have a lot of work to do, a lot of points to chip away, though, for a comeback. As the Dreamers lost those 2 games at home due to dropping the fourth quarter. Dreamers only scored 19 versus Aquas scoring 36 in game 1. Game 2 in the fourth quarter was 27-15, and deep from downtown, a Hail Mary shot to beat the buzzer does not go in. It was far too short. Craig Sword coming back into the game, over Holman, in and out it goes. Holman double team, trapped between Kevin and Sword, finds Wako. Seven seconds, lobs it out to Reven, and finds a long char. Reven, very smart in that instance, drew Wesson outwards, ended up getting long char with the basket, and Allen gets the and one. This first time we're seeing the Dreamers hit 100 in the Group B series. The most they've scored so far in the series is 99 points in Game 1. Allen, possibly the Aquas' saving grace, now has 21 points with 2 assists. Wayne up against Leo, gets another 2. What can I say that I haven't said already? He's now 30 points. That is his season high this year. Playoffs and regular season. Sword with a finger roll in. They gotta fight hard in these next 4 minutes, 50 seconds in the fourth quarter. There's an interception pass out to Allen now, coast to coast. And here comes Leo with a finger roll. Craig Sword getting the credit. There's Cookie in the jar, and here comes Kevin Hill, and here he comes, but denied by Marcus Longchar. Leo giving the Aquas a second chance opportunity, but now loses it over to Eric Holman. And here comes Randy Wacko, no good there. What a sequence of events, back to the Aquas it goes. Aquas still have a chance. Here's a step back 3 by Craig Sword. No good. And here comes Allen. Does he go in? No. The Dreamers now letting the dust settle, but not too long though. Here comes Raven at the baseline, drawing a foul off of Kevin. Oh, what a shame there. Kevin coming in, but Longchar quick on his feet. Gets ambushes Kevin. Would have been just a 12-point deficit for the Kaohsiung Aquas. Ooh, now Wesson slams it down up against Wayne. Allen now to Wesson. Wesson one-on-one up against the 2 bigs. Sword in the corner, no good. Perimeter shooting still a big struggle for all the Aquas players except for Allen being the exception to the rule. They're now 2 for 10 in this quarter. And they call a foul on Aji, and just like that, he graduates from this matchup. Say goodbye to number 11. Overall, this game, Aji only logged in 2 points, but he's got 6 assists. So again, roles kind of reversed between the 2 guards. Again, initially, the Dreamers signed Wayne in hopes to have a 2-man rotation between Aji and Wayne, but inconsistencies, we really see them switching in and out. As we see in this quarter alone, Dreamers have committed 5 turnovers with Aquas' solo turnover. As we take a look at more stats on the line, Dreamers committed 33 fouls with the Aquas committing 22. And from the field, Dreamers have made 50% of their baskets, 39 on the Aquas side. Again, with Allen leading the charge, he now has 21 points. He is 4 for 11 beyond the arc, with 3 other players hitting double digits in scoring, thanks to Leo with 17 points. He's popped out today. Will 2 minutes and 59 seconds be enough for a comeback? It's not a lot of time for the Kaohsiung Aquas. Dreamers might see another day in the Group B series. That's going to mean that they go back to Taichung on Sunday, where they play at 5 p.m. Gilbeck still on the court. Here's Allen under the paint, but outsized by the 2 bigs. Gilbeck still keeping it with 5 personal fouls. Gilbeck out in the perimeter with a handoff to Jet. Oh, he fumbles a pass. And calls a foul on Sword. Gotta look at that replay. It's only his 4th personal. To Gilbeck it goes, back to Wayne. And we have number 12, Lewis, logging into the game. Travel call. Haven't seen one of those since the first quarter. We saw 3 travel calls made by Dreamers and Aquas. Holman coming in for Longchar. Now it's Holman and Gilbeck with Sword and Morse on the court. The screen. And a 3 does not fall. 0 for 7. And there's Morse's 5th. Anthony Morris not as effective in the playoffs as Coach Fisher would like. However, he does have the size in which Jalonis maybe not have, but perhaps we'll see the Lithuanian come in if there is a game 5. Poor ball handling between the 2 teams. Now Holman wants to challenge that call? Now, initially, the referees are calling Aqua's ball, but they're going to be taking a look at the IRS again. Let's take a look at who actually makes the final touch in that possession. It looks to be Morse after all, so the right call on Eric Holman to get a review. Now, it seems to be that the referees took a look at their monitor on their own. Coach Perlman did not have to challenge that call. Doug Creighton inbounding the ball to Wayne. A risky pass way out to Reven. Possession returns to Wayne. It's burning the clock. Here's Wayne. He pulls up for the long 2. That hits the board and it goes out of bounds. Well, For the Aquas, it looks like there is no coming back from this game. So number 21, Willie, will be coming in. This is the first time we're seeing number 21 come into this game. And Craig Sword gets his 5th personal. Gilbeck will get a shot, 2 shots at the line. Again, don't expect him to be super consistent at the free throw line as we take a look at Lewis, at the GMs on both sides. Jonathan Hahn relieved to have another chance, while Wilson on the other end disappointed that they couldn't clinch it at home. Dreamers possession. As Willie gets his first set of stats on his sheet, gets his first personal. .103.88 is the score. Wayne pulls up for another 3. We talked about in the pregame how the Aquas hold a handful of single game records, but I think Wayne might be knocking the crown off of Allen. Let's take a look at his stats right now. Certainly for local player performance, I would say, in all 4 teams, Wayne now has 33 points in this game with 9 rebounds, 4 assists. He earned his supper tonight, carried his team for their first ever win in this series, with Lewis, number 11, at the line. He's changed up his method of shooting. Now, typically he shoots right, but actually in pregame practices and what we're seeing in his training, he's actually trying to shoot from his left-hand side now. .26 seconds left in regulation, and we have more subs coming into this game. Jet, his fadeaway clanks out. Jet now with his 4th personal. Now this game we're really seeing the Dreamers being very physical. They've committed over 30-something fouls in today's game, as you see Aji in the top left corner of your screen sitting out the remainder of the 4th quarter. Sword now with 18 points and 8 rebounds. And just like that, with the clock counting down, as I mentioned before, Formosa Dreamers get their first win in the Group B playoff series. Anticlimactic for the Kaohsiung Aquas. The Dreamers having an incredible comeback. We'll get another chance to keep this series alive at Game 5 in Taichung at Intercontinental Mini Dome. Tip-off will be at 5 o'clock. Group A will have Game 4 tomorrow at Hoping Gymnasium. Kings will hope for a clean sweep as the Mars will try to stay alive in that series. My name is Taylor Chen, calling Game 3 and Game 4 of the Aquas Dreamer Series. Thank you so much for tuning in to another TPBL broadcast brought to you by AXN and KC Global Media. We'll see you at the next one. Take care, folks.